Hi guys. I pulled some cards already. I'm starting over again. I was about to scrap this whole thing twice. But I keep feeling like every time I try to scrap it, it's just like, no, don't scrap it. Whatever, whatever. Okay, but I think a lot of people watching me are like finding their, or they're coming into they're coming into the darker aspects of themselves, right? Or you're like becoming one with your shadow or whatever, right? And you're learning to balance your lower self and higher self. But I don't know. Let me just continue with the reading. If you want a personal, email's in the description. Okay, whatever. But there's a sense right here, the confidence aspect, the self-confidence, you know, loving yourself. There's a sense that you need to kind of tap into the darker, lower energy of confidence, right? And I'm not saying be cocky, but be cocky, balanced. That's the energy here, okay? Because this Five of Wands is like, it's reversed, right? But I don't feel like conflict is about to become less for you. It might actually be about to become more, because when you get into a certain frequency or a certain energy, it affects people around you. We've been talking about that, right? And maybe some of you are publicly doing this, or you're just going to work and you're noticing people treating you different since you've raised your frequency, or since you have morphed with your shadow and you know how to balance the higher and lower self. Maybe you're noticing people reacting to you depending on their frequency state, right? So this Five of Wands reverse, it's more so you just not giving a fuck because of your darker aspect of confidence or whatever that you're about to tap into, because there is about to be more conflict or just like tension around those that aren't on your spiritual level, which is normal, right? It's normal because you trigger them. You trigger their dark side, you trigger their light side because you're balanced. So this Five of Wands is really just you not giving, it's you ignoring the noise, right? Okay. This is Nine of Swords reversed. Oh my, listen. Ugh. There's something here positive. Sorry. There's something here positive, right? That will, or maybe when you tap into your, like lose control a little bit more, in your loss of control, or you trying to control things less, whether spiritually or like physically, there's something about that chaos. Maybe you're like, maybe you are more in touch with like chaos magic or whatever, I don't know. But there's something about the chaos, or you just like going for something a little bit more recklessly than usual that'll actually give you like a clearer perception or more understanding about what path you need to take. There's something, again, kind of based off that reading yesterday, about needing to lose control, all right? Do you understand? I don't think so, because I'm just talking. All right. Anyway. What is that? Yeah, you know, it's just like, it's like, I don't know what the eclipse did, right? I don't know what the rapture did, right? But it's like we've swapped timelines. I'm not saying be an evil cunt. I'm not saying be an evil twat or just be a dick. But there's an energy here of you needing to operate in your shadow realm more than what you're usually comfortable with. There's a need for you to say no more. There's a need for you to be greedy. There's a need for you to be kind of a dick. I don't know why, but that's going to work out in your favor. Maybe you've been a pushover a lot, or maybe you've been really giving in your life, okay? And this is your time to be not so much for some of you. Give to those that are worthy of it. But it's more than that, though, too. It's just really more about really grounding yourself in your shadow realm for a while. Because something about grounding yourself in your shadow realm is going to benefit you. Be greedy, be stingy with your time, be stingy with your money, be stingy with your energy, be stingy with your knowledge for some of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to happen. That's the Sun and the Nine of Cups. Okay? What's this deck reverse? Become the trickster. You need to become the trickster. There's also become the trickster. Move in silence. Make it seem like nothing's happening to you. Lie if you have to. Lie. Be the trickster. It's time to be what you avoided being. And if you switched from, if you carried some of these shadow aspects and you balanced out with it, it's time to bring those things back to the surface. There's something about being the trickster here. You guys, this shit is so like, and I want to describe it because of the way these cards are coming out, right? But it's because there's this trickster energy that's going to work with you. So these cards are coming out like trickster, like not clear, but the message is clear. But again, I can't bring my words to get it out, but be the fucking trickster. Be selfish. Be a dick if you have to be. Okay, whatever. What's this for? Wands erased. Listen, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to post this because this is so like, what? Cause you are, whoever you are a chaos magician. You do thrive in chaos, and not in the bad way. It's like you are a chaos magician. Cause chaos and confusion in a way that'll benefit you. There's some, I don't know what situation you're in, but there's something here about you needing to operate in a lower state for a certain amount of time. Back here with the stinginess, with the greediness, the stinginess with your energy, the stinginess with your knowledge, the money. And then over here it's saying cause disharmony, cause chaos. But I don't think it's in a way to harm people. It's in a way to get you to where you need to be. It's in a way to keep you protected. Okay? Are we following along here? And maybe for some of you, through the chaos, through the madness, you will have, like I said over here, you will have a clear view of what path you need to take. This is gonna make sense for who it needs to make sense for. Listen, okay? The path becomes clear when you find balance and control in the chaos that you're about to create. But not creating it to harm people, creating it to benefit you. We're getting more into kind of the vampiric magic type energy here. I'm not saying harm anybody. I'm not saying use anybody. But do you understand? Do you understand? Be the trickster. Cause the chaos. It'll benefit you. But we're not harming anybody. What they don't know won't hurt them. And I'm not saying in a way of detriment, cheat, all that stuff. But what they don't know won't hurt them. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. What's this 5 of Wands first? Back to the conflict situation. It's like I see you sitting back and watching chaos unfold. Watching the chaos that people are causing around you. And maybe you're just like kind of taking that chaos and transmuting it into more chaos that benefits you since they tried to put it on you, something like that. But I see you sitting back and watching chaos happen. But there's something about you here teaming up with that energy, teaming up with the chaotic energy, becoming the chaos, becoming the trickster. Again, something. Listen, you really on your shit. You're really on your shit. You are on your shit. But in a good way, but you're on your shit. You're being tricky. I don't know. Acting blind to the chaos, but watching. Watching almost two evils go at each other. But this is going to be you. Ace of Pentacles. While you're acting blind, you see everything. This is all over the place. But whatever. Well. Okay. What's this 3 of Wands and then I have Swords reversed? What is this? You are literally transmuting energy right now. And a lot of these cards, you know, reversals don't always mean everything. You can get the same meaning, but you are walking transmutation, and I said that before. You are. And for some reason, when you dwell in this lower level energy at this time, because maybe it's going off the reading yesterday, you conquered the shadow. Since you conquered the shadow, you can dive into that darker aspect of yourself and make it work for you. Because right here, the Ace of Cups reverse and the 10 of Pentacles reverse came out, but I don't feel that's it. I don't feel that this is really like this, even though it's showing up like this. And there's a change coming along with this. And it's right here in the area where I said, you see through the chaos, you see through the madness. Chaos and madness right now gives you a better perception of what you need to do. So I don't believe these are really reversed. It doesn't feel like it. These feel like wins, especially along with this Chariot. Maybe you've gone through chaos so much in your life, you just know how to move and groove through it. You just know how to survive. And maybe this last I don't know. Maybe this is like you. I don't know, guys. What is this? I'm just the messenger. And these are my older cards, right? Because I have new cards. I have a whole bunch of tarot decks, but I always pick the deck that I feel I need to. And these cards themselves are bent and they just fly everywhere. They're chaotic. Tell me more about this chariot. See, Temperance came out with the chariot that was over that Ten of Pentacles reverse and the Ace of Cups reverse. Balance. I'm telling you, there is something here about you. You are chaos magic. You are meant to be, again, greedy, stingy. We're going to touch that again. There's something. This is crazy. And the reason why I kept scrapping this is because the cards kept coming out all crazy and crazy. And I'm like, ugh. But fuck being well polished. Sometimes these types of messages really hit people, which I've noticed when they're chaotic. I don't know. Anyway, what is this down here? What is this? Yeah, the way you move, your stinginess, your meanness, where I said tap into those lower emotions, being stingy, being greedy, that's going to keep enemies hidden from your win. That's going to keep people that don't need to know about you, that don't need to get in your energy. That's going to keep people away from you. That's why it's saying tap into those things. It's going to keep shit people, shit energies, maybe even spiritual energies, spiritual attackers. That's going to keep a boundary up. Because this is them. They're not going to be able to see you. They're not going to be able to see the real you. They're not going to see the loving you. They're not going to see the giving you. So therefore, they have nothing to feed off of. They have nothing to attack. They don't know what's going on. Be the trickster. It's all coming together now. If you made it this far, I'm so happy, because at first it was just, what? And there comes the offers. Where I said be the trickster, there comes the offers. Slowly but surely, offers of relationship, love, money, spiritual abundance. Look, Page of Pentacles at the bottom, Ten of Cups under that. Hidden under the darkness. Because a lot of people are afraid of the darkness. That means they'll be afraid of you. If you come off as this cock bag down here, be the trickster, trick people. A lot of people are afraid of the darkness. These things were hidden. They were at the bottom of the deck. I have not seen these, not cutting or anything. Look. That's the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Underneath all of this chaos magic that you're going to cause. And sometimes the chaos magic is just through, a form of like playing the game, like I've been saying. Manipulating, not manipulating to harm anyone, or being a trickster to harm anyone, being a trickster to really move past the chaos, morph the chaos, transmute the chaos. Do you understand? Anything else? Look, and the Eight of Wands. Swift change, very swift. There's also some energy here about you putting certain people in their place being this way too. There's some people you need to mouth off to, you need to say no to, you need to say fuck off to. Now that we've got that, Whoa. What the fuck? Okay. Listen, I told you this shit was chaotic. Okay, hold on. And these are my darkest set of cards. Crimson Sentinel. I don't know. Look at him. He is the darkness, but what's behind him? The light of the moon. Doesn't he look strong? That's telling me, like, again, you're strong in the darkness. You're strong in the chaos. There's light behind you, but you're blocking the light with your darkness, keeping those leeches away. Be the trickster. The blooming veil. Just look at the picture. I go by the picture a lot with these. Look, she has a third eye too. I don't know if you can see it, but she has a third eye. She's seeing through the chaos. She's seeing through the chaos, and there's roses blooming on her. What have I been saying? This chaos shows you the path. The withering sage. I'm kind of getting these are those people or energies you're leaving behind when you tap into this lower self. People are also going to try to tell you or tell people that you're dead inside. You're not dead inside. You're alive. Because you're a person that can travel the shadow depths and still come back out. You can still be kind to those who deserve it. But now it's time for you to kind of just slither your way out of the chaos into your light. Do you understand? One more. And look, right when I said slither, look, serpent's embrace. Embrace the darkness, darling. Embrace it. That is your way out. That is your way. You are the serpent. You are the trickster. Okay, thanks for watching.